The following podcast is a part of RadioMisfits.com. And now it's time for the Mr. Nailsin Show. All right, time to take another look at some rumors that are very old now, but are looking more and more likely for the MCU and its future through Phase 5.
Oh, yeah. You know, last time we were talking about the Echo series.
Yeah, that's right.
And you said you thought it would just get canceled outright. But it's not. In fact, it's done, and they're going to put it out. Yes, all at once. Well, that's fine, you know.
No, all at once to hurry up and get it over with because they know it stinks.
Shut up! You were wrong, and now you're trying to point at something else to make up for it.
Well, yeah, because I assumed.
You assumed, exactly, you know, that it was bad.
It is. It is. Why are they dumping it all at once?
It's not dumping. It's dropping.
Well. It's a dropping, is it? Oh, stop it. So anyway, the next one up in the list are rumors concerning Ghost Rider.
Oh, yeah, but they did do something about him a while back, didn't they?
Yes, they did, but that was that was a part of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series, which is now relegated to no longer being canon, I guess.
But it had Agent Coulson in it.
I know. But there was that divide between Perlmutter and Feige, and so if it wasn't directly... Well, at the time, Feige was in charge of the movies, and anything television was basically the Perlmutter group that was... It had Jeff Loeb, I think, heading it up and all that. It's a long time ago now, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it was hit or miss here and there. My brother liked it, you know. I liked the Peggy Carter series. That one was really good.
Oh, yeah, she kicked ass!
Yeah, but not enough people watched it, so it got canceled. But I thought it was the better of the two as far as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. went. But Ghost Rider did show up in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and it wasn't bad. It was kind of cool. Of course, this was like the third... Ghost Rider who drove a hot rod car, not a motorcycle, but
well, you can still ride it.
Yeah, I guess, but it's kind of like more Ghost Driver.
Yeah,
because they way back when there was a Ghost Rider who was a ghostly character riding a horse, and then of course Johnny Blaze was a stunt driver, and he made a deal with Mephisto and became Ghost Rider. But he's riding the motorcycle, you know.
Yeah, but it's all good.
Well, anyway, so there's not a whole lot of rumors here, so we're going to go through some other shows and movies to make up for it.
Oh my God, this is really short.
Yeah, the main one is that they're rumored to have a special Halloween presentation for 2024.
That's just like Werewolf by Night.
Exactly. And that one was good. Rather quiet and simple, and worked to its strength, really, and set up all kind of possibilities, and was directed Michael Giacchino, who's the composer.
He did the music for Lost.
Yes, he did. And but who knew that he had picked up some directorial ability, because I think he did a pretty good job. And there's the possibilities there that they could map out a whole horror part of the Marvel Universe that I think could include Doctor Strange and all that. They probably is the direction they should have gone in. And certainly Ghost Rider would fit right in with that. So it's still unclear as to whether it would be Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch. He was the second one.
Wait a minute. You said there was a cowboy.
Yeah, it's loosely connected, but Johnny Blaze was mainly the first one, you know, the motorcycle riding flaming skull guy. And then Danny Ketch,
what did he ride? A bicycle?
No, it was a motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
And then Robbie Reyes, he was
the one that drove the car.
Exactly, yeah. So, and so it's unclear whether Gabriel Luna would return as Robbie if they use. Okay, so he was the actor who played the Robbie Reyes version in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, well, they look. If what's his name, Cox?
Yeah, that's his last name.
The one that plays Daredevil.
Right, yeah.
Well, if he could come back, then it's only fair because Robbie could be so great for representation. So anyway, what? Nothing. The next one is Wonder Man. Wonder Man! That's a ripoff of Wonder Woman.
Well, there is that back and forth between DC and Marvel. So, yeah, there was a Wonder Man, and then DC made a Power Girl.
I don't get it.
Well, they had a character called Power Man.
Oh, really? What happened to him?
Well, he gave up the title and just went by his real name.
What was that?
Luke Cage.
That was Luke Cage?
Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, this kind of thing happened. So Power Man, Wonder Man, boy, it's got a long history and it's very complicated. Not the least of which he never could settle on a decent costume and kind of became the butt of jokes, really.
Well, that's not nice.
But he ended up trying to be an actor and all kinds of stuff like that. But, he had some interesting. He was a boyfriend of Carol Danvers for.
Oh, no, that can't happen.
Well, it could if they crossed.
No, her only romance has to be with a woman. It's just the way it is. I mean, it's so obvious. I mean, you see her haircut?
Yeah, briefly in Endgame, but,
There you go. It's done. Can't change it.
So anyway, he was a white character, but they're going to race swap him with a black actor.
Thank God. It's time. Because, it's just time.
Yeah. So Yahya Abdul Mateen II will play Simon Williams.
And who's that?
Simon Williams is Wonder Man.
Oh.
And
he looks familiar in the picture here.
Yeah, that's him as Black Manta from Aquaman.
Oh my God, he's crossing over.
Yeah, because the DCEU is no more. So, he jumped ship, and he will now play superhero Wonder Man for Marvel. No longer Black Manta, which was probably a better role, but, what are you going to do? So he plays a failed actor and stuntman.
Oh, come on. That's not fair.
Yeah,
because he's not a stuntman.
Well, yeah.
But, superhero being a stuntman, that makes sense, because imagine what a superhero could do. Just about anything. Superman should have been a stuntman. I mean, he'd be so popular in that role.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, he acquires superpowers and decides to become a superhero to revive his fading career.
Oh, that's interesting.
Not really. It's not the story at all.
It isn't?
Nope. But it's kind of too complicated. It actually ends up involving the Vision and all that.
Oh, my God. It could cross over with Wanda Vision.
Yeah, it could, but it probably won't. But anyway, so he wants that's the plot of he's this failed actor and he's, I got superpowers now. Bob Odenkirk eyed for Neil Sarian. I'm saying it wrong, I'm sure. But this is the sleazy agent that he has who ultimately becomes a supervillain. Now that is within the comics of Wonder Man, or he appeared he was in the Avengers and stuff like that. Then he had his own titles here and there. Stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, that guy.
It's Better Call Saul being a villain. Oh, come on. It just writes itself.
Yeah, probably why they, thought of that. Jonah Xiao, I guess, plays Simon's co-star in a new film who dislikes him at first, but eventually becomes his love interest.
Ooh, baby.
Ben Kingsley returns as Trevor Slattery.
Okay, now who was that again?
Well, that was the Mandarin.
Oh, that's right, from Iron Man.
Yeah, but he was a fake.
Yeah, he was a failed actor too. Oh my God, it makes sense that they would.
Yeah, that was their answer to Iron Man's main arch nemesis, the Mandarin. They couldn't use him because.
Well, why was that?
Well, he was Chinese.
Oh my God, oh no, you can't do that. That's just so exploitive. and calling him Mandarin. Oh, good Lord. Oh, no, you can't do that.
Well, yeah, and they ended up using the Ten Rings part of Shang-Chi.
And that was problematic too, because the original story was, that character from the pulp magazines, Fu Manchu. Don't say it.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's just weird because, I mean, the Mandarin, yeah, he didn't look anything like, whatever. That's Iron Man's Joker, his Lex Luthor. But, I don't know, they decided to make a joke of it. Anyway, so he'll be in there. Evan Peters returns as Ralph Boner.
Wait a minute, he was Quicksilver in the X-Men.
Yeah. And they seem to tease that multiverse stuff with him showing up in WandaVision.
I know, that was amazing.
And then they just threw it in your face and laughed at you by naming him Ralph Boner.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Courtney Cox and Jerry Seinfeld eyed for supporting roles.
Wow, that would be amazing.
Probably won't happen because the MCU just isn't the thing anymore,
It totally is. It totally is.
Besides, Jerry Seinfeld would rather be in a Superman movie.
Well, first come, first serve.
Comedy series in the same vein as HBO's Barry, exploring how the movie industry would be in a world where superheroes actually exist.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
The celebrity culture would take quite the hit in a world full of superheroes.
What do you mean?
Because all the interest would be in superheroes. No one would be paying attention to, athletes and actors and stuff.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
So anyway, so now Vision Quest.
Oh, my God. They're remaking that?
No, that's something else. This would be the title of a comic book that was about the Vision and Wanda, and or Scarlet Witch, rather. And so now there's a follow-up to whatever became of the Vision.
Well, he was that all white robot that flying around and stuff. Well, the other one was, just a dream.
Right. So he's out there somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, the rumors calling him Vision Blanco.
Because he's all painted white.
Yeah. So he's searching for his humanity.
Searching? Why don't you just stop and think for a minute? That's all you got to do. Yeah.
Ultron rumored to return.
Oh, my God. Oh, boy, that's incredible. From the Avengers.
Yeah. It's unclear whether James Spader or Ross Marquand will voice him.
Why would the other guy, James Spader, did it?
Yeah, I don't know. Viv Vision rumored to appear.
Who?
I think that's supposed to be like the Vision's daughter.
What?
Well, another, like a female-looking android version of the Vision.
Oh, my God, that's great. Because the future's female. Evident representation.
Anyway, it leads directly into Young Avengers.
Oh, you mentioned that before. So see, they're getting there.
Well, yeah, they've got quite a few of the characters already lined up. The kids, Wanda's kids were there. They would make up two of them. And then, of course, America Chavez would be a member of them, I think. She should be. Well, I can't remember exactly. But yeah, I guess by now she probably would be. I don't know. So anyway, that's the next series, I guess, that they're supposedly working on.
That's supposedly they're going to do it.
A new generation of Avengers comes together to save the world. Ms. Marvel, who was not a member of it.
Well, she is now.
America Chavez, who I'm thinking wasn't initially, but probably later.
Good enough.
Kate Bishop, who was a founding original member. And Cassie Lang, who, yes, was
Cassie Lang,
Ant-Man's daughter.
Oh, right, yeah.
Rumored to appear, among others, which would be the two boys that somehow will come into existence. And then a mysterious Iron Lad, if they do it as pretty much in conjunction with the story.
Iron Lad, because that's like a young Iron Man.
Well, it looks like a young Iron Man, but it's actually Kang.
Oh my God, another variant of Kang.
Yeah. And so it'll be okay to explain this one not being Jonathan Majors because he'll have to be a kid in the suit. So,
they're going to work that out.
So it's unclear whether it'll be a movie, a series, or a special presentation.
Either one, it's all good.
Probably special presentation, so they can hurry up and get it over with.
Oh my God, that's just you're just filled with rage and hate.
So anyway, Armor Wars.
What?
Yeah, this was a series, an Iron Man story where his technology was spread out too much, and he wanted to hone it and rein it all back in, and it caused all kinds of problems. So, but now Tony Stark,
well, he's dead. How are they going to do that?
Well, War Machine will do it.
Oh, yeah. Well, even better.
So, yeah, War Machine goes rogue to prevent the United States government from weaponizing Stark technology due to recent crises, such as the secret invasion and the superhuman arms race.
Oh, that's amazing. Yes. Yes. Need this. Need it.
That's not the original story. I mean, because the original story was like a lot of supervillains had Tony Stark's technology.
Yeah, but the United States, come on. That's supervillainy all over the place. What?
Several armored villains, appear, including the Crimson Dynamo and the Living Laser. Yeah. Sam Rockwell returns as Justin Hammer.
He was in there?
Yeah, he was in the Iron Man. The second one? No, the third one. I forget.
Yeah, see? You forgot.
Yeah. So, after all those failures,
come on. You got Deadpool 3 coming. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, my God. Oh, OMG, y'all. Yes. Yes.
Deadpool uses his time travel.
His time travel?
Well, he'd done it kind of before in the last. Anyway, to decide to save Wolverine before his death in 2029. And they end up lost in the multiverse while being chased by TVA agent Mobius.
Oh my God, that's the guy from Loki.
Right. So they're going to include that. And so the multiverse makes this all, possible and whatnot.
This will be like No Way Home all over again.
Probably something like that. Only with, the X-Men characters instead of the Spider-Man character.
Oh my God, that's brilliant.
Several actors from Fox Marvel Films appear, including Patrick Stewart,
of course,
Ian McKellen,
oh yeah,
James Marsden.
Haven't seen him in a while. That'll be nice.
Yeah. Famke Janssen, hadn't seen her either. And Ion Grufford, who did he play?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, he'll be in there. Emma Corrin plays the main villain.
I wonder who that could be.
Well, I don't know. Some woman, I guess.
Well, it's wrong to assume that. Don't assume the gender.
So anyway, the movie, provided there's still an MCU.
There will be.
Yeah, the Deadpool 3 will definitely come out, I'm sure, no matter what happens. But if there's still an MCU, this movie will lead directly into the Avengers, the Kang Dynasty.
Oh my God! Oh, that's amazing.
Except, if they're still going with Kang,
they are.
We just don't know who'll be playing Kang.
It's Jonathan Majors. Come on.
Well, The Flash has Ezra Miller.
See?
Yeah.
You're listening to the Mr. Nailsin Show here on RadioMisfits.com. Like the sound of my voice? Yes, you know you do. And you want to hear it in the best way possible. So why not get yourself some headphones and accessories from Tweaked Audio? Key features include 8 colors and styles, mic'd and non-mic'd versions, designed to sound great for music and talk. Noise-reducing design with a lifetime warranty. So head over to tweakedaudio.com and use discount code Mr. Nailsin at checkout for 33% off and free worldwide shipping. That's Mr. Nailsin. MRNAILSIN. It's not case sensitive, but it is all one word. That's tweakedaudio.com. And now, Now, from Nailsin Productions comes a space opera adventure like no other. Bubba Stargone and the Uranus Patrol!
Ma'am? Miss, if you could just... There you go. We've got a few questions for you. Oh, jeez. Oh, Ludi.
What?
Where'd you
How did
find
you
the
know my
other
name?
pussy? Get it? Damn, what the hell? I feel weird. What was it? A teleport accident? Oh, wait a minute. What am I wearing? What are these? What do you mean? What's going on? Whoa,
What is
why are you
this?
lifting your gown? We don't need to see your crotch. Oh my God.
Where is it?
Where's what?
What did they do?
What are you doing?
What the
are you
hell
talking
happened?
about?
They turned me into a chick.
Just who are you anyway?
Damn it, Ludi, it's me. I'm Bubba.
What? That's not possible.
Well, I
Oh, I
don't know,
wish.
Ludi. They turned me into a cat. It shouldn't be much harder for them to turn Bubba into a woman.
Turn you into a cat? Wait a minute. Spot. Is that you?
Unfortunately, yeah, it's me.
Oh man, Spot. I tell you, we'd have both been better off if they had just killed us than do this to us.
Yeah, well, at least I still have my junk.
Wait, what? What the hell? That is so unfair! I mean, they literally turn you into a pussy, but you get to keep your junk. Oh my God, what the hell? Oh my God. That explains the name of the stowaway. You know, being Richard Johnson. It's because the stowaway's not really a woman. The stowaway was a man. They just, for some reason, the people of Ariel turned him into a man. No wonder she, whatever, was seeking to escape.
Yes, and Johnson couldn't properly warn us due to that sensor chip embedded in his brain.
Yeah, great, but that still doesn't explain why Spot gets to keep his Johnson.
Excellent. Now that you are awake, we can begin phase 2 of your new orientation.
Orientation? Listen, asshole, my orientation was working perfectly fine until you came along and screwed everything up.
Problematic vocabulary will not be tolerated. Therefore, phase 2 will begin with the activation of your sensor chips.
Sensor chips? What the fuck are you That headache hurt like a motherfucker. And wait a minute. What is this?
Again, certain terminology will no longer be tolerated, such as epithets, slurs, etc. Any attempt at resistance of such will result in immediate censorship and pain, and even loss of certain motor functions.
What the hell? You guys fucked me all up and I can't even vent my rage about it? Well, why turn Captain Stargone into a woman?
Because the future is female, and in order to secure that future, all the toxicity of masculinity must be completely and utterly eradicated.
Well, why was I turned into a cat?
The feline is more attuned to the feminine and therefore superior to the canine.
Well, that's a bunch of bullshit.
Well, what's even more bullshitty is the fact that you made him a tomcat instead of a full-blown pussy. So much for your future is female crap.
Error.
See that?
Error.
Yeah, mess with his head through logic and stuff. Don't worry. We're going to be able to take over this whole situation and reverse everything that's happened. Can it really be that simple?
Error.
Oh yeah, Ludi, don't worry. I mean, I've seen this on a TV show once. It's like taking candy from a baby.
Stargone argument noted and accepted. Preparations for Spot's transition into female will begin shortly. Stand by.
What?
Uh-oh.
Holy shit! We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Well, I agree, Spot, but where do we even begin? I mean, this room appears to be completely seamless. No windows, no doors.
No, Ludi, it's not totally seamless. Perhaps you're unable to see it, but with my cat eyes, I'm able to make out a very slender seam that appears to be the edge of a door in this wall here. And of course with my retractable claws, I might be able to pick it open.
Oh man, that's great, Spot. Say, Ludi, well, Spot's working on that and he's got his back to us. Well, that gives us our chance. Our chance? Our chance for what? To scissor.
Well, sounds like Bubba's trying to take lemons and make lemonade. But can they escape before Spot becomes totally pussified? Find out the next exciting episode of The Adventures of Bubba Stargone and the Uranus Patrol.
Bubba Stargone and the Uranus Patrol is written and performed by me, Douglas Nailsin, with music provided by Kevin MacLeod and other public domain sources. The views and opinions expressed during the Mr. Nailsin Show do not necessarily reflect those held by RadioMisfits.com. So, any complaints and or comments should be sent to @Mr. Nailsin on Twitter, where they will be promptly ignored and or blocked.